Captain by a hook with a red beard. Captain by a hook with a red beard.
Yeah, I got all my conference work done. I just don't. They don't have any win totals set yet. Now I got all the conferences finally. All of them up. Even the smaller ones, but they don't have no win totals. Yes, sir. It's Friday, baby. Welcome to the dang show. Baseball playoffs getting wilder and wilder. I told you, man, them Astros are going to make it a series. Tonight, you got two, I guess, the aces on the mound. Justin Verlander taking on Jordan Montgomery. That game's damn near even on the money line. Total set at 9. And I talked to a friend of mine in Arizona yesterday. He said, no más Panto al Barrea. No más Panto al Barrea. Al Barrea, no más. I said, man, what the hell are you saying? For the non-Espanol speakers, that means no more need to sweep. Leave the brooms at home. The Diamondbacks get a goddamn game. Walk it off in the bottom of the 9th. Now that's exciting stuff, baby. And one thing real quick. For every single person, from friends to family, fellow fans, foes, even my guest here, Jaden Chandler Parnell, who you'll see in a second. Saints having the easiest schedule. Didn't mean a damn thing in the preseason, and it obviously don't mean a damn thing now. The Saints stink. Derek Carr stinks. Dennis Allen, average at best. I'm sick of hearing about it. Just fade the damn Saints, bet against them. I was begging y'all to bet the Jags yesterday for me, because I can't do it as a fan. Hope you got some money out of that. Anyway, without further ado, it is Friday, which means my man, Jaden Chandler Parnell from the JC Pod on YouTube and on Twitter at Jaden95Chandler. Here with me.
Hey now.
Going to give out all of our college football bets and break down every game on the NFL slate. I forgot to do the intro, but who gives a hot ham? This is Captain by a Hook,
Just
baby.
hop right into it.
With the red beard, presented by Stare Down Sports. I'm Rowan Donaghy, a.k.a. Rowan Dobbs. Going live on the 20th of October. My man, JCP, how the hell are you doing?
Doing great, man. Had an amazing night last night. Bro, I did break. The only thing that was bad about last night was I broke my other blue light glasses. Now I got the black ones going. They're a little bit tighter on the head, so I feel like my head's I either have a big head or these are really tiny. But other than that, a really great last night. And hey, I just looked. Rivalry week next week. Saints Colts.
Hey.
The no AR, so that's gonna be ugly, boy. That might be ugly.
Trust me. Colts win by 100. The Saints are done with Derek Carr, bro. The players looking at him like they want to slap him. The fans are sick of his ass. He's running around yelling like a maniac when he's the problem.
Did you see that clip with Olave last night on the sideline? They didn't show, it was only like a quick 3-second blurb, so they didn't give the full stories. I'm very curious. It looked like Derek Carr was trying to talk to him, but Olave just kept walking the other direction, basically. I couldn't tell if Olave was mad at himself.
No.
Or if it was just him and Carr. I feel like.
Ass.
See, that's why I can't tell. I can't tell if he was like, I wonder if he's actually just dumbing cards like, man, this is awful, or he's just mad because he didn't finish the route. Because there was a lot of route miscommunication last night. And that was the biggest thing. It's like, we're week 6 or 7 in the season? I know you're still probably trying to feel the system, but man, to have that much miscommunication. I mean, to be fair, also, the O-line did him no favors last night. He was one look, dump off, one look, dump down, one look, dump down. It was just an all-out team disaster, except for the defense. Shout out the defense. Even though defense gave up about 31, that was a week 31. They got put into a lot of bad spots, and they were able to hold in a few spots. I mean, you can only do so much.
Saints should have scored 50, bro.
The defense gave them the ball in 2 great spots, and they did not capitalize at all.
It's horrible, man. It was worth the boos that I heard raining down from New Orleans fans in the stadium.
That was awesome. Nothing better than a home boo at halftime.
And I think most of the miscommunication is on Derek Carr not understanding how to read a damn defense. Because on all of those looks, if you look at it,
there was someone open.
Mike Thomas was usually wide open over the middle. He never looks over the middle of the field. Also, on that play where he missed AK on the sideline, AK's doing the right thing, bro. He's gunning up the sideline. Already got his man beat by 2 yards. You float that thing down. He catches in a stride for a touchdown. Yeah. You try to hum it at him for a 3-yard gain with 2 linebackers right there. Like, what are you?
I get there's a blitz, but yeah, he had the step. Biggest play of the night, though. Man, I don't know if he just was shocked that Derek Carr threw him a great pass or what, but Foster Moreau, man, that's a tough one. You hate to see it. I already saw the crucial catch memes on Instagram and everything. You hate to see it. Personally, as like a player going back into player mode, that's truly awful. You really hate to see it. That's like probably one of the worst feelings you can have in the world. Step back as a media personality, got to catch that ball. You just got to catch it. Really sucks. You got to catch it. It's just tough, man. That's a tough one for the Saints. And it sucks it's on prime time. Yes, it is on Amazon Prime, so maybe not the big prime time stage, but there's a lot of eyes in that game. They got to witness for maybe the first time this season how truly like dysfunctional the Saints can be. They had all the chance to win that game. The Jaguars were trying to give it away at some points, and the Saints just couldn't capitalize.
Man, I'll say the last 2 things about this game. We can move on. To go back to your Olave question, I've seen Olave about 5 times this season look at Derek Carr like, I will slap this motherfucker. And I'm pissed off that the Saints drafted me if this going to be my damn quarterback. Like, he looks mad at the situation. And
he might be, honestly.
Part of me blames him because, bro, suck it up. You in the league getting paid. And not everybody can play with Tom Brady. It's been players before you and players after you that will have their talents wasted. Mike Thomas' talent being wasted. AK's talent is being the whole team's talent, the defensive talent. Like, this whole season is being wasted because of our quarterback play. We might have the best defense in the league. Nobody will ever know. Also,
I mean, they should.
Yeah, I think the whole city, I think the whole team, I think the entire organization and city of New Orleans is done with Derek Carr already after week 7, and we have 3 more years to endure it. That's the sad part.
I haven't seen his contract, but I would assume there's at least no buyout available until like year 3 or 4, especially after what he dealt with the Raiders. So
I believe we stuck with this guy. It feels like Jim Haslett and Aaron Brooks all over again. And you might be too young to remember those days. I remember them days vividly. That was pretty much I remember the Saints before that, but like I remember Jim Haslett getting hired. I remember Aaron Brooks after Jeff Blake gets hurt coming in 2002, and then the next 3 years being the worst 3 years of my life as a Saints fan. And then just to go to your point with what's his name, Anthony Morrow? Foster Moreau. Didn't know his name before last night, so that's a plus. At least I'll never forget his name. Moreau. Never forget it.
Yeah.
Never forget it.
I just feel for the guy, man. He has a tough. I mean, he's had tough situations and everything. It's just feel for the guy.
I put it to you like this, man. It's somebody at Burger King. They mess up doing their job. Their ass gets yelled out and fired. You in the National Football League, you mess up doing your job, which is a child's thing to do, catch a football, and the only repercussion you have is feeling bad. Who gives a damn? You're going to be at practice on Tuesday. You're going to get paid your $100 million. By the time you retire, you probably don't make that. I don't know about $100 million.
I don't know about him.
You're going to make your damn money. You're going to be at practice. I could care less about the kid, man. Catch the damn ball.
I think, man, yeah, he has to catch that. No, honestly. Like, at the end of the day, as much as I do feel for him in that spot, I mean, he's a great story, along with a bunch of other NFL guys, obviously. He's just got to catch the ball at the end of the day. As much as I said, like, as a player going in, stepping in as a player, I understand it, but at the end of the day, you got to catch it. I have 3 quick things before I move on real quick for this game. Quarterback-wise for you for the Saints. Who would you rather have real quick? Sam Howell or Derek Carr?
Sam Howell.
Zach Wilson, Derek Carr.
I think I'd be mad at either one of those.
And then I got one more, Josh Dobbs or Derek Carr. I think imagine Josh Dobbs in that team, man. They'd probably be, I mean, the way he's played with the Cardinals, I think I know it might just be a Cardinals thing, but.
No, I like Josh Dobbs.
He might not be bad.
That's why I had to take a deep breath. For some reason, it feels like a young Winston, though. young Jameis Winston. He came into the league.
He's in year
electric.
8. The NFL. That's what's crazy. Is that he seems all this young, but everyone forgets this is like year 8 for that boy.
He's finally getting a chance.
Him and Derek Carr about the same. Yeah, I was just really curious about that because
I love
as
Sam
a
Howell, though.
guy who's dealt with bad quarterbacks. Sam Howell might be decent though. He would be pretty decent.
As
for you
much
guys
as
at
I
that.
hate Derek Carr, bro, I don't think it matters who our quarterback is as long as we got Dennis Allen. I just straight up say it like that.
That's fair too.
I'd rather see Dennis Allen gone before Derek Carr, but I hope to hell and back that he take Derek Carr with him when he leave. It's not like I'm excited about Derek Carr, but I think Dennis Allen is more the problem, and I could be wrong.
He'll be the first to go probably because Derek Carr just got there, so they can't really get rid of him. So he'd probably be the first to go if I had to guess. The way the NFL works, Dennis Allen.
But you got to catch that ball, man. I'm
You
gonna
know
tell
what's
you.
crazy?
I'm gonna tell you one thing my mother said and one thing my father said. My father told me if it touches your hand, son, you got to catch it. That's
He
the
had both
rule.
hands right in the middle too.
And I was taught if it touch a fingernail, you got to catch it. And my mother used to always say, when she was watching sports with me, that his mother should be ashamed. That's the last thing I want to say about that. His mother should be ashamed to go get her hair done today in the city of New Orleans if she lives out here.
Definitely better not be wearing an 87 jersey out today. I tell you what.
I don't even think we care, though. That's the funny part. We so mad at Derek Carr and Dennis Allen. It's like, all right, bro.
Dude, that's the one thing that Foster Moreau might be able to get away with is everyone else is so mad at Carr for the whole rest of the game that they kind of
it's
forget about that drop.
Yeah, I woke up not even thinking about the drop. I just picturing Derek Carr yelling at everybody like he's not the problem. And I ain't gonna lie, I said this in we spend way too much time on Thursday Night Football on a team that nobody in the world gives a damn about. But
It's your team though, and they got to play. We don't get a chance to do this very often. We might as well be soaking it a little.
I remember after week 1, I forget the details really. I know we won a close ass game. I think it was 15-16 to the Titans. Derek Carr played like absolute shit. We win the game, and he's running around like he just threw 400 yards, 8 touchdowns, whooping it up, pounding the chest, pointing at cameras, high-fiving. And I'm like, bro, you played trash. Like, don't do that. The defense won this game.
Oh,
The field goal
you didn't
kicker
win
won
the
this
game.
game. Don't do that. Go sit your ass in the locker, give everybody else high fives behind the cameras, but don't run around like you're doing something. And then
That's
last
awesome.
night, you messing everything up and you run around acting like you not the problem. Like, bro, I'm going to be honest with you. From a distance when you was with the Raiders, I didn't care about you. I watched you play. You did the same dumbass shit you did last night. And when I was watching it with the Raiders, it was more or less like, this guy sucks. But when you're watching it with you on my team, it's just disrespectful to the damn league, bro. It's disrespectful to the city, disrespectful to your teammates. I get why nobody wants to talk to you, bro. There was another clip on the sideline. It's AK Mike T, the guy who dropped the damn ball, talking, and Derek Carr just like walks off while Moreau's talking. And Mike T and AK is like, and he just like walks off. I don't know, man. Derek Carr, bro, you take that shit back to Oakland, Vegas. This ain't the city where you can do that, bro, and get away with it. This the Big Easy, bro. We have each other's back. We don't cuss each other out. I seen a motherfucker get a holding call. He's like, bro, people hold, dog.
You can't get, especially that, you can't get mad at the big fellas, man. You can't get mad. I mean, I understand. You know, there's a 90, like, that's one thing I will admit. I know we spent way too long in this game. I'll add this last point. 98% of the time, if the big man's holding for you, there's a chance you're about to get your head taken off. So I'd be careful when you're yelling at him, because he can just let that guy go next time. And all of a sudden, we got famous Jameson with the crab legs.
Hey, man.
Man, I do feel bad for Saints fans though. Shout out to you guys, man. That is tough. What you guys are like 3-3 potentially, or whatever the record is, and it feels like the season's way worse than it is. That's what sucks.
Oh,
That you're right there in the middle for the South.
We're 1-7, and I guarantee you, we still got a chance at this division. But I guarantee you, with Derek Carr, not one person in black and gold feels that way. Just real quick, I just got an update. Foster Moreau is in a dark place to be. Struggles to subdue his emotions. Bro, you just woke your ass up on a nice-ass mattress in a nice-ass house, Trust me, bro. The city don't care about you like that, bro. We
You know
know
what
even
he
if
should
you
do?
catch that ball, Blake Groupie probably missed a field goal, extra point to tie because he trash as hell. You got the worst kicker in the league, worst punter in the league, worst quarterback in the league. Like the last thing we worried about is a third string or tight end that shouldn't even been in the damn game. Where the hell is Jimmy Graham
I was
anyway?
about to say, where's Jimmy at? I mean, I know he's supposed to be the veteran leader, but
He would have caught that
how about
thing
James
with
Madison
one
last
hand
night?
and made it pretty.
How about James Madison last night? Let's talk about a team that covered. No, I feel you though. I don't know why they don't play Jimmy Graham more. They should.
But
They really should. Makes no sense.
Man. Moving on to collegiate football. I appreciate the segue.
I was trying to just help you. I could tell. I could see it boiling over.
I was trying not to go on a rant, bro, but I just, oh my God.
Yeah, trust me. I feel you. That was a if I was rooting for the Saints, that was a very frustrating watch. I can totally get that.
I don't even come back, bro. I was happy losing 24-10 or whatever the hell it was. Anyway, collegiate football, baby. Only one game tonight. You got SMU taking on Temple. SMU 20.5-point favorites. Total set at 54.5. I could give a damn about this game. What you doing something on this game?
I'm laying the 20, man. Temple is butt. And I think I heard something about the SMU coach is potentially like, I don't know if he's coaching for another job, but he's coaching for he's coaching for something. I heard it yesterday. I can't remember, but there's a good
check. No, I'm playing.
Potentially. I mean, SMU is 4-2 as well. They're playing decent, but there's a chance that there's extra motivation to win this game big. I think regardless, Temple just isn't. Temple's been getting beat bad. So I'm just gonna lay it with SMU tonight. This is the only game on. It's going to be one of those things. I'm going to lay it, wake up tomorrow, and then maybe be happy that I got 20.5. I got it at 20.5. A lot of books now are at 21, so I'd be careful with it. But
yeah, it's 20.5 still right now that I'm looking at it. Yeah, I'm going to be all baseball.
I'm just laying them. Hell yeah. There's some good baseball.
I only got 2 bets for tomorrow. They're pretty simple. Penn State on the money line, taking on Ohio State.
Nice.
I think Ohio State is overrated. I think Penn State's underrated. So, hey, what do you do in that situation? You take the dog on the money line like a damn degenerate. The other bet I have is Washington State plus 18.5.
You laid them, huh?
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie to you though.
Like it.
I forgot who they play. Oh, Oregon.
I think
it's 19.5 now. Let's go, baby. Washington State, anything over 17. Give me the points, baby. I don't believe in Bo Nix or Oregon, and I think Washington State is one of those sneaky teams that offense cannot be stopped. I think they're going to score in this game. I think Oregon probably wins it. I doubt they win by margin, though. Total set at 61.5. I'm looking for both of these teams to get into the high 20s at least. Washington State plus 18.5 and Penn State on the money line. What you looking at on college football? There are a couple other games I'm looking at, but those are the only 2 I really pulled the trigger on, and probably only 2 I will.
I feel you. I only got a little bit in college this week. There's a lot of like weird games where it's like I'm kind of interested, but it's just like, man, it's just one of those things where it's like I'm interested, but it's like, man, if it was somebody else's money, I'd for sure do it. But since it's my money, I don't know if I can do it. It's tough. I am with you on the Penn State. I got them at 5.5 this morning. I just gonna think they can potentially play them close. It's gonna be the toughest battle yet for Penn State and their QB. I mean, you can count Iowa as a tough game if you want. Man, Iowa stinks. It wasn't, and that was Iowa with Cade McNamara. So that was an quote unquote upgraded Iowa from what they are now. I think Penn State should be able to keep it close. If they don't, I'm not going to be the most shocked. It's just similar situation to you. I'm just going to take the points, kind of go with Penn State. Ohio State. I haven't seen enough from Kyle McCord. I mean, I would like to see him do more, basically, is how I just like. If he does more in this game, then I'll finally start to believe Ohio State a little bit. I don't know. I could see this being a field goal game, but I could also see Ohio State winning by 20. So I don't know. I think you can go anyway in this game. If it's a neutral site, it's probably a 1-point spread. That's why I'm confident taking the 5.
Yeah, I mean, I just think, yeah.
What do I got next?
Penn State's a better team
to
me. I just think Ohio State stinks, honestly.
It might be. Penn State might have the better defense too. That's another thing.
Yeah. But yeah, no, my bad.
I'm with you.
Jumping in.
No, you're all good. That's your show. I mean, if anything, you can just boot me off whenever you want. No, but I'll keep going on. I got Air Force minus. I got it at 9.5. I just bought it down a little bit. It's minus 122. I mean, that's not much juice at all. They're on a wagon. They lost the wagon territory, sadly, because they did not cover last week, but they're still winning. I'm going to go back to the well again with them here. It's a academy game. So you know what that means also. Take the under. The under is 43, 49. I think it's 49, 10, and 3 with Naval Academies over the last, or I guess with academies over the last whatever years. Yeah, so this is a trend where it's like this is probably going to be one of the last few years you're able to do it too because as the academies are starting to upgrade their offenses and everything. Air Force's QB might be out as well. So as long as I'm taking the 9.5, I might be also on the under in this game. Just for the fact that it's two academies playing each other. Past that, UCF Oklahoma. I'm interested in this game. I got nothing in it though, because I can't pick a side as much as I want to take Oklahoma. I just feel weird with UCF, even though they got destroyed by Kansas. So I'm just gonna stay away. Then I got my next bet: IU plus 5.5 over Rutgers. Absolutely hate it. I just don't. I'm confused why Rutgers is favored. I know their offense is a little bit better and their defense might be slightly better. Indiana's probably going to be firing their coach in a few weeks. So it's probably a mess of a situation to bet on. I just feel like Indiana at home with 5.5 points. I just don't. Rutgers shouldn't be favored. So I'm just going to say, why not? I'm just going to take IU there. I really like it's one of those things like I don't get anything to back it up. Rutgers being favored is weird to me. So I'm just going to take IU there.
No,
probably be okay with the loss.
Numbers, baby.
Yeah, it's just a home team with 5.5. I'll take it because basically you get a field goal, cover you in case some 4 BS happens.
In the Big Ten, so.
And it's Big Ten country. So, I mean, that also means the under is always in play, especially with these two. Indiana's a bad offense, too. So, it's only over-under's only at 39.5. So, it's like, that's going to be an ugly one. West Virginia, Oklahoma State. I lean Oklahoma State in this game after the heartbreak West Virginia took. But Oklahoma State's also kind of buns, but they're also figuring themselves out. So, there's a lot of you remember the retro game Pong for you older players. There's a lot of boop, 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 back and forth, so I can't decide which one I want, so I'm going to stay away. Oregon, Washington State, that's another stay away from me. Alabama, Tennessee. Lane, Alabama, stay away there. Nebraska, Northwestern, I kind of lean Northwestern plus 12, but I'm not going to take Northwestern on the road. They're kind of horrible. There's like two more.
Nebraska can beat anybody by 12?
Hell no. I don't know if Northwestern can cover anybody by 12 this season. Real quick, just go like comparisons. If you're curious, they lost Penn State 41-13. This is Nebraska. They beat Minnesota, who might be on a similar level. You know what? You talked me into it. Give me Northwestern plus 12. This has been on my sheet all day. I haven't added a bet on the show yet. I'll add a Northwestern plus 12. I'm just going to bet on some bad Big Ten football. No, honestly, though, 12 is a lot.
I wasn't looking at this game at all, but I'll take it with you. This is the Captain by a Hook live bet, baby.
Hell yeah, we love it, man. Honestly, though, like Northwestern does have a really good chance of covering this game. They haven't played the worst football this year, honestly. It's just one of those things where they've been dealing with a lot of BS. I mean, Nebraska's coming off. They're coming off a bye, so that's the only thing that could be concerning. But it's college players. I don't know if the bye means too much. Where am I at? South Carolina, Missouri. I don't have anything in this game. I'm tempted to lean Missouri, but I'm just going to stay away. Tempted to take Illinois in the spot, but Illinois is horrible. So is Wisconsin. Wisconsin's without their starting quarterback, though, for those of you people who are torn between a side. He has a broken hand. I'm pretty sure he is done for the season. I wouldn't be shocked. So, yeah, I lean Illinois there. Probably going to stay away. Iowa, Minnesota. Over-under set at 30. Oh, my God. I just had to share that. That is unbelievable. I'm never going to bet an Iowa-Minnesota game, but the over-under's at 30. And the quarterback finally completed 2 passes or 3 passes to wide receivers last week because the tight end was hurt. So congrats to Deacon Hill. I mean, have you seen the Iowa passing stats?
No, I haven't. For some reason, I've just been lucky betting on this year. I bet them a few times. Let
me read you the 3 games for Deacon Hill. 11 for 27 for 115-1. 6 for 21 for 110-1 last week against Wisconsin. 6 for 14, 37 yards, no touchdowns. I mean, Iowa's just a not fun watch at all. So I'm just going to stay away from this game.
That was against Wisconsin?
Yeah, that was against Wisconsin last week. The quarterback had 37 passing yards. It's all defense. Their defense wins them every single game, basically. It's unbelievable how Iowa football plays. But I got like 3 more games I'm kind of interested in. Texas over Houston. I'm just interested in how each of these teams respond. Texas is horrible in the red zone. Houston is horrible at stopping teams in the red zone, so something got to give there. UNC Virginia, big spread. Kind of want to lean UNC. They've been on fire, but I'm just gonna watch. Ole Miss Auburn. I actually don't know where I lean in this game. This is a game I'm excited for.
Yeah.
And then last game I'm kind of intrigued by Michigan State. Big rivalry game, but Michigan State's kind of butt cheeks this year. So, but 24 is a lot for a rivalry game. Regardless, I finally got my last two bets. Here they are in the sheet. Give me Duke plus 14.5. This is solely a play based on Riley Leonard's going to play. If he doesn't play, I am going to be a little bit nervous because Florida State is getting two of their wide receivers back. And, I mean, I just don't know. Florida State's played a lot of close games with teams they probably shouldn't have and you didn't expect. So I just feel like this Duke team's been feisty. They dragged Notre Dame down to a mud. They're pretty good at dragging better teams down into the mud with them a little bit. I mean, you saw they started off the year with Clemson.
Yep.
So I'm going to be on Duke there. And then the last game, Clemson over Miami. I just can't trust the U right now. The U is, ever since the Georgia Tech debacle, they are just starting to lose it a little bit. The car's starting to rattle. The engine's starting to die. The mirror's falling off. I mean, it's just becoming a disaster of a ride. So give me Clemson -3.
I feel that
That's
way
all I got.
about Clemson with Sweeney. What you think about Utah +7, man? That's the last game that you didn't mention that I kind of like.
But who do they play again?
USC.
I won't lie there. I meant to mention that game, but because I truly don't know.
The Golden.
I think
Boy.
I could definitely see Utah covering, but at the same time, Utah's defense is really, really good. I just don't know what's going on with Caleb Williams this year. USC does not look like what they should have looked like at all last year. So I think that +7 is definitely in play. I mean, it looks like a lot more of the offense is built around Caleb Williams making a play to make it for someone instead of scheming up stuff for guys to make plays. It just feels really weird. And you saw in that Notre Dame game, he tried to force too much action and he throws 2 picks and they're down 21.
No, it's definitely, I think it's both the coaching and him. Once you get to a certain level with your ego, you feel like you have to match it with your play. Play callers are probably calling crazier stuff for him. He's probably going out there trying too hard to do great things instead of just making the simple pass and getting a completion in the first down. Yeah. I definitely think this kid thinks he's the best thing walking, which is cool. But I think he carries it. I think he carries it in a way that's detrimental to the success of the team and people around him, even the success of himself. Just because you are.
Do you think
Michael
he's on
Jordan,
media too much? So I was going to say, real quick, sorry to interrupt. Do you think he's on social media a little too much? He read all the hype about himself and everything. I feel like that's one of those situations where he's like, yeah, okay, this is how everyone feels me. I am that guy now.
That's what I'm saying.
And so, like you said, he's trying to make every play. He's trying to make every play that he doesn't need to make. When, hey, sometimes you just need to throw it away. Sometimes take the sack.
Yeah, check it down. I think he's trying to do too much because he thinks he's just the greatest thing walking and he can't do no wrong. And every quarterback needs just that line where they know I can get up to this line and then, okay, I start trying to throw crossbody 50 yards down the field. It's not good. I don't think he has that line mentally anymore. I think he just thinks he can do anything he fucking wants on the football field and it's going to work. And unfortunately, that's not reality. I think Caleb Williams is a great star talent. I never thought he was just the best thing walking. No, I don't even think he should have won the Heisman last year.
I mean, there's already rumors now that Drake May is going to take him over for the number 1 pick. It's already started. Like, they've already said, like, Drake May is a little bit more complete and everything. I mean, if you just hear, like, the difference, too, in, like, the mentality. Like, don't get me wrong. I respect the hell out of him for what he said about that Notre Dame kid running up into his face because I'd be pretty pissed, too. I ain't going to lie. So I have no issue with them talking the stuff like that. But you can just, like, look at the way he's like, everyone wants to be in these size 12.5 shoes. It's not what he's saying. It's how he's saying it. Like, you can hear it, like if people are, I totally agree. People are right. If Peyton Manning said something like this, he would word it different. He wouldn't be like, lions don't worry about themselves with the sheeps and everything. Like, he could have worded that a little bit differently. But at the end of the day, also, too, I don't mind what he said because some kid with the phone ran up in his face. I wouldn't mind him if he just socked him in the mouth right there. I think that should be allowed. That's a whole different conversation. But I think that should be allowed for some players occasionally. But we don't need to condone that. That's a whole different story. But you heard the way he said it.
We should be able to slap at least 3 people a year.
Because I ain't gonna lie, don't get me wrong. If I just lost a big game against Notre Dame, and it's like, man, that probably could have potentially just ruined our season. Some kids like, you're gonna paint your fingernails now. I won't lie, I might be tempted to give him a little right in the mouth. But I mean, at the same time, I get why you can't do it. But yeah, the biggest thing, like I said, main point is like it's just the way he said it, not what he said. It's the way he said it. I mean, you see the little, so the size 12, maybe size 12 shoes, man. The little grin. He's like kind of smirking. Like, it's just the way he carries himself. I have no issue with the kid. I just hope he mentally figures it out because I mean, I'm not going to compare him to Johnny Manziel because I don't think those two are like in similar cases at all. But I mean, you saw what happened to him mentally when he got into the NFL. It was a wake up call. Defenses were ready to go after him. They were doing the money sign and everything. I mean, people remember stuff. I mean, you saw the remember when Baker Mayfield planted the flag at the O? He gets sacked by Nick Bosa.
That's exactly who I was about to
compare him to. Hold on, my thing's disconnected. My fault.
No, you good. That's Baker Mayfield is exactly who I was going to compare him to. I think he's going to struggle the first few years in the league. I think he's going to struggle to win over teammates. I think he's going to struggle to win over fan bases. I think eventually, though, he'll be able to find his footing, kind of like Baker did with Tampa Bay on his 4th or 5th team. I'm glad he doesn't have the Johnny Manziel problems. That was off field. The cockiness was horrible too with Johnny Manziel, but that was a lot of drugs and alcohol that I don't even get why we made a documentary. Like, who cares about a white kid with a drug problem? There's 100,000 of them at every high school. 200,000
you ain't wrong about that,
college. I never understood the specialness of Johnny Manziel. You get everything handed to you your whole life, and you ruin it.
Watch some goddamn film. That's all you got to do, man. God damn it, just watch some damn film. Job.
Then you could go do your pills and alcohol after practice, after film. Like, there's a balance to life, man. And I don't feel sorry for anybody that ruins their life. But Caleb Williams, I think he's gonna be another Baker. He's gonna come in, do some commercials. The whole world's gonna love him and hate him, and next thing you know, he's gonna be blamed for his team losing, just like the Browns blamed Baker for losing.
Which is, I won't lie, the Browns. This is a whole other story too, and that's kind of a funny transition in the NFL. I still can't believe the Browns got rid of Baker. They're idiots for that. I mean, I get they can get Deshaun Watson and everything, but I mean, he won them a playoff game, and they were just like, yeah, get this guy the hell out of town now. I mean, you want to talk about some bad ownership. You want to know why it's been in the dumps so long. They finally get to win a season. They try to tear everything apart that made them win. It was whatever. I give them credit for now. The defense and the team they built now for the Browns is insane. But yeah, I'm with you. Caleb Williams is Baker Mayfield right now. It's just like, it's a maturity thing. If he can figure out the maturity part of it, because like he can do all this stuff too. He just has to show the other stuff, and he hasn't shown enough of the other stuff that he needs to, I think. You said it perfectly. I feel like you could be a Baker.
Caleb Williams, how about the damn Tulane Green Wave, baby? Getting a victory in the bowl game. Caleb Williams can't even win a bowl game. He's supposed to lead an NFL team?
Man.
Let's jump into this.
Man, please.
Come on, Skip.
Come on, Skip.
All right. First game, your team up on the board, baby. The Cleveland, the Browns, 3-point favorites on the road in Indianapolis versus Gardner Minshew and the Indianapolis Colts. Heartbreak. We talked about my Derek Carr situation. You having the guy and him getting hurt 4 games in has to hurt more than not having a guy at all. Because at least I knew coming into the season, we don't have a guy. Colts +3 at home. Total set at 40.5. I'll be on the over in this game. That's my one bet for this game, over 40.5.
Man, I tell you what, we don't need to get into it because we can go on a monologue forever. It does hurt. It's the nice part is though, it's nice that we know we got the guy. It's just he needs to. I just hope he's in this offseason can mentally get better with the game. And it's just I just don't know if they're actual injuries or if it's just like inconvenient injuries. Hopefully, another thing too, a lot of people don't work out. This is a personal story for me. I took like basically the whole season off I got when I did my shoulder surgery. I won't lie. Physically, I was the best I ever felt in years because I finally got a year off from football and then my body was able to like, even though I was repairing my shoulder when I tore it. For those of you who don't know, I tore my labrum sophomore year in college. It was officially like torn. By the whole recovery process, by the end of those 6 months, I tell you what, I felt pretty fresh, man, and everything. So I hope that works out with him. All that being said, Colts money line. Next. I'm honestly taking the Colts money line. I love my team, but at the end of the day, I hope Anthony Richardson gets healthy. He's going to have damn near a whole year now off to actually like heal his body and mentally grow. This is a big part of he has to mentally grow. He has to get some mental growth out of this, or it's going to be because we're already behind. I mean, CJ Stroud in the division showing he's a guy. Trevor Lawrence in the division, kind of a guy. Who's the third team?
Will Levis.
They're the one team without a quarterback right now. So that's we got one thing up on one team. Yeah, that boy Will Levis, Malik Willis. Nah, but yeah, give me the Colts, man, and hopefully AR gets healthy, man. Shout out my boy. Drink some goddamn milk too, please. Getting them bones strong.
Now I'd love for him to take what you just said, just take advantage of the time off mentally and just lock in, watch as much film as you can, like overdo the film. Like build those good habits of 20, 30 hours of film every week, even when you're not playing. And that way when you come
All
back.
Peyton Manning. You know what Peyton Manning did? Have a home theater next year. Have a home theater in your house. You got a lot of money. You're the 4th overall pick. Build a home theater. Start watching some film.
See if he still got that house in Indianapolis.
Hey now. He might. I don't know. He loves Colorado.
I know. He acts like he's
that boy loves
drafted
Denver.
by the damn Broncos. Washington Commanders taking on.
Man, probably because we cut his ass.
Yeah, it's because y'all cut him, bro.
Don't get me started. Don't get me started on that. What were you saying? What team were you talking about? We don't need to talk about Peyton Manning getting cut. We don't need to talk about Peyton Manning getting cut. We don't need to. I'm still pissed about that regardless. They did get us Andrew Luck, but still, god damn it. Wait, Commanders. Where are you? Oh, your sheet's a little different than mine.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Well, I'm looking at FanDuel, honestly. So it's just like the games are just ordered differently. So I just have to scroll a little bit.
That's crazy.
I got nothing this game though, by the way. I don't know if you got anything.
Commanders 3-point favorite on the road taking on the New York Football Giants. Total set at 37 and a hook. I gave out Washington earlier this week at -2.5. Still like it at -3. Not as much. That 2.5 was just absolutely gorgeous. So
what do you like about it?
Oh, I just think the Giants. I think they're in the dirt, man.
Fair.
I think every position, every aspect of the Giants is done with the season already. I think everything they did this offseason is blowing up in their face in real time. Signing Derrick Jones, not Derrick Jones, signing Daniel Jones and realizing he's not the guy. Not
Darren Waller hasn't been as good.
Yeah.
Not signing Saquon. They're not getting offensive line depth. Their offensive line destroyed. Not getting a number one wide receiver. They just got 1,500 slot receivers. And I mean, I'm with you. That's why. I mean, I almost want to win Commanders as well. It's just, I mean, I feel like obviously the squares say the Giants are due to win. It's just a home spot for them. Feels like a good spot for them to potentially get a bounce back win. But I'm with you. I think Commanders probably win that. But I feel, man, the Giants are in a rough way. They had a guy playing tackle on Sunday night that literally, like you said, off the couch, hasn't played tackle since 2017. Dude, it's rough, man.
Yeah, I'm in shape. Yeah, I'm in shape. That boy, not in shape.
That boy had a guard. He was in shape, but he was in shape to be a guard and like He was like an NAIA guard. Like if you saw that boy was skinny. That boy was just way too skinny to be out there on the edge. That boy, man. Shout out the Bills, man, for making that a game. They should have beat them 50-0, but the Bills just their defensive issues are coming to show too.
That's the only thing that makes me a little bit nervous is that the Giants hung around with the Bills, and then I remember Bills are the most overrated team since I can't even think of anything.
Hey, literally, the Bills are the definition of playing your competition. They wax Miami Dolphins because they get up for the game, but then they see the Giants without Daniel Jones, and they just fall asleep at the wheel.
Yeah, man. But I don't know. I like Commanders. I think the Commanders can score. That's pretty much the thing, and I don't think the Giants can score.
The enemy has been huge for them.
Yeah, I think the Commanders win this game by a lot, honestly. I think they win by 10-17. I don't think this -3 is even a sweat. I like the Giants, though, but I think the Commanders get out and win this game like 27-10, something ridiculous like that. The next game is an NFC South showdown, if you want to call it that. The NFC South has been looking weak this season. The ATL Falcons, hot Atlanta, baby, on the road taking on Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Total set at 37.5. Bucks -2.5. I think I'm on the Bucks -2.5.
I might just stay away. I forgot. You know, Desmond Ritter's not a 34 two-tour war veteran. You know, he's only started 10 NFL games, maybe 11 now. That was something that was crazy to me. It's just like the whole time I've thought about him, I felt like I've just seen him watch him play for forever. And it's like, oh yeah, he's only played 10 NFL games. So it's like I don't know if he's still fully unlocked himself or not yet. But I'm saying all this to not pick this game, by the way. I got nothing on this game. I'm nervous by both these teams. It seems like every single week the Falcons are 2.5, and one week they win by it, next week they blow it. I mean, I'm nervous about this game. Bucks are coming off a stinker though, so they need a win. But yeah, 2.5 every week,
Now that I
right?
think about it.
Every week. Every week.
Let me check my bet slip. I was trying not to look at my bet slip. I think I'm on the over in this game.
Am I wrong though about the Falcons being 2.5 every week? I feel like every week we come and talk on the show. It's Falcons 2.5 over somebody. Falcon minus 2.5. Falcons
No,
plus
that's
2.5.
yeah, and it's crazy because every game it comes down to damn Young Ho Koo kicking a field goal to either win it or lose, and they either win by one or lose by one, and it's crazy
And then
that
it's like,
yeah, I'm definitely on the over on this game. I didn't mean to give out the Bucks minus.
you did take
2.5.
it.
Yeah, I took the over yesterday, 37.5. Because you
This is
said
a lot
exactly
over.
what I said yesterday. That's what made me remember it.
And you're like, wait, did I bet the Bucks?
I know. I'm trying to go off the top of my head instead of going back and forth between screens.
Love
Yeah,
it.
no,
That's
I think it's
great.
going to be both of these teams get to 20s, and it's going to be 22-20. Falcons going to have a chance to kick a field goal to win it and probably win this thing by 1 point and send the Bucks
Sure.
home crying. That's just what the Falcons have done this year. You got the Buffalo, the Bills, minus 8.5 on the road, taking on the New England Patriots. New England Patriots, every week I feel like you can say this about a different team, but I think the New England Patriots are definitely one of the worst teams in the league. Total set at 40 and the hook. I'm not on nothing this game. Patriots, Bears, Panthers. I think they're duking it out for that number one pick, and I don't think the Bills have enough talent to cover 8.5 confidently.
Yeah, I think I pretty much agree with you. I'm on nothing this game as well. And then yeah, it's just like I will admit the Bills have been just dominate the New England Patriots. Like I can't remember the stat, but it's like 168-18 or something like that. Like they've just been slaughtering them. But yeah, this year's Bills team, they've been struggling to cover. I don't even want to mess with big numbers on either side. I think I can see the Patriots losing by 45, and I can also see the Bills winning by 6. And I can see the Bills winning by 45. So it's just like I'm gonna just stay away. And maybe like take Stephon Diggs to score or something. Maybe just have fun with a prop or two. But other than that, I'm probably just gonna just watch this game and just see how angry Bill Belichick gets this week. By the way, I mentioned this on my show. I don't know if you know. Did you know Bill Belichick is closer to getting the most losses all time in the NFL than he has the most wins? I didn't know that. Like till like this
Sounds
past
about
week,
right.
like I learned it. Like he's like 7-ish losses away from the most losses all time, and that was just quietly just dropped in the middle of the week last week. Or like our end of the week, start of this week. I was just like, oh, wow, I had no clue.
Nah, you don't coach 40 years, bro, and don't accumulate some damn losses.
No, it makes a lot of sense. I didn't even think about it. It's like, oh, man, he's going to get the most losses for the most wins. Yeah, I think the Patriots are trying to get one of the top quarterbacks this year because I hate to say it, but Mac Jones is not that guy.
And not at all, my friend.
At least not in New England. I might be somewhere else. Here, Mac Jones or Derek Carr? Back to the Saints. Who would you rather have?
Oh, give me Mac Jones, baby.
Oh yeah. We don't even gotta ask. We don't gotta say why. You just that's all we need.
Any quarterback, just I don't know.
Hey, he
You
kicks guys in the nuts. He does have grit. He likes the ball tap.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. The Las Vegas Raiders seemingly on they're hot. I don't know what else to say about it. They're hot and they play the Bears. Raiders minus 2.5 on the road, taking on the Bears of Chicago. 37.5 is the total. I hate to say it. I'm riding the Raiders this week, baby. Minus 2.5.
Yeah.
Give it to me.
Yes, sir. I'm with you on the Raiders as well, man. I love to hear it. I said that, you know what's funny too? No bullshit saying the exact thing on my show. I'm like, I can't believe I'm going to say this, but I'm taking the Raiders again. No, I mean, the Raiders are without Jimmy G, which might actually be good for them. Also take Devontae Adams to score this week. He came out to the media, and they flipped around his words to make it seem like he's a bad guy. So he's going to have a big game. Take either him to get over 100 receiving yards or take him to score a touchdown or parlay everything together and risk losing it all. No, but honestly, he's going to have a big game regardless. I would say pick something big from Devontae Adams. Either take 100 yards or for him to score. I'm going to pick him to score personally. Probably take him maybe get 100 yards as well. But no Jimmy G for the Raiders. No Justin Fields for the Bears. They're starting that boy Tyson Bagent. And first play of his NFL career, fumble strip sack for a touchdown. I think Max Crosby is going to harass that ass all day. I'm excited for it. Also, shout out Max Crosby. He got the triangle for sobriety on his face mask. Really cool story to learn about. for sobriety journey and everything. And it looks really cool. It looks kind of sick and intimidating. So I respect the dude. Yeah, I think Max Crosby's going to have a day. So give me the Raiders.
Yeah, Bears, they have no chance against Max Crosby. I'm surprised Max Crosby isn't being talked about more for Defensive Player of the Year.
It's because he's on the Raiders and they stink.
Exactly.
Honestly, it sucks. He's like, because he's. Have you got a chance to see some of his games or at least see him a little bit? He's been playing insane this year.
I did watch the game against the Packers Monday night. I feel like I watched one of the Raiders game, but I don't remember. But no, I mean, Max
last
Crosby's
week's Raider game, it went crazy. Yeah, they took, for those of you who don't remember, they took Clinton Farrell and with their first round pick that year, and they took the skinny guy out of Eastern Michigan named Max Crosby in the 4th round. And yeah, Max Crosby ends up being the guy he's just the definition of a great football player. Works hard. Like every play, he's just working, never gives a play off, and you just love to see it.
Oh yeah, no.
Shout out Max, man.
He's had some amazing plays. Just even that one hand grab a couple weeks ago for the pick. I still don't know how he picked that off.
That was Aiden Hutchinson. Wrong white guy.
All right.
Wrong white guy. You racist. Hey. They all don't look the same under that helmet.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie.
Hey,
you're right.
One wears 97, one wears 98. I mean, I can't blame you. You're right there. I just know defensive linemen, so that's why I was able to hop right on top of that.
No, I appreciate you, man, keeping me on my toes. Speaking of Aiden Hutchinson, the Detroit Lions +3.
Raiders -2.5.
You said Ravens -2.5?
Oh, Raiders. Sorry, I said Raiders -2.5. Yeah. I was just finishing our thoughts from the last one. Sorry.
Yeah, both slapping the Raiders over the Bears, baby. Detroit, the Lions +3 on the road, taking on Baltimore Ravens. Baltimore Ravens, I don't know what to think about them. 1 week they're good, 1 week they're bad, 1 week they're average. They're -3 against a Detroit team who's been pretty consistent this season. The over-under here is set at 43.5. I hate to say it. Give me the damn Lions and give me the damn 3 points.
Ooh.
And I'm taking the Lions as the road dogs +3.
Hey, now this is our first head-to-head. I'm going to be on. By the way, I just went to the NFL tab for FanDuel, and now all of a sudden all my games are in order with how they were with you. Crazy. No, I don't know what I did. I must have just. Go ahead.
I wasn't gonna say it, but I was on FanDuel looking at it. That's what I'm looking at. That's.
I think it's because I was on the home page and not the tab. Because I think once I finally clicked the tab, it flipped all around. That's probably what it was. I was sitting there, I just clicked on. I'm like, wait, where are these games I was just looking at? Because originally the Ravens Detroit was on the top. Now it flipped just towards the bottom. But no, yeah, like I said, we're probably gonna be opposite on this one. I'm on Ravens -3 actually. You looked last week, they were so close to pushing it in. They had six red zone possessions. 5 of them ended with Justin Tucker 20-yard field goals. I think they're going to be able to punch in maybe a few more opportunities this week. The biggest thing, let me see. Money line and spread, 5-1, 5-1 for the Lions, 4-2, 4-2 for the Ravens. So we got something's got to give in this game. Lions are terrible against rushing quarterbacks and quarterbacks who rush. So give me Lamar Jackson's rushing over as well. But that's one of those things for what, like, they against mobile quarterbacks, Detroit just like gives up rushing totals like it's crazy. That's the one thing that this defense has struggled with the most is the mobile quarterbacks. So I think that's going to get him a little bit here. And also too, shout out Michael Lombardi. This is one of his favorite games of the week, so I'm also going to ride that because of him. But yeah, I just like the Ravens. They're coming back from London. They actually had a lot of momentum going off in London, playing decently well. I mean, the Lions do as well, but I think the Ravens have potentially like more they're building towards. So I'm going to take the Ravens in this spot, but I won't be shocked if they lose.
Yeah, if this
was it's a 3-point. Sorry, real quick to end. I'll just say it's going to become a 3-point game, and I'm going to take that number 9 wearing that Ravens purple and black. That boy Justin Tucker, give him to me.
I was like, damn, Lamar wear 9. I thought he wore 8. Like a motherfucker.
He does wear 8. I like 8 and 9 over there. That boy Steve Smith, shout out.
Hey, yeah, no, I love Steve Smith, man.
I do like that.
Harassed me my childhood playing with the Panthers, but I love him. Just watching him dog twice a year, every year. That boy Steve Smith's pretty good too.
Yeah, he was kind of nice with it, huh?
That guy's pretty good. That boy's pretty good.
That's our first head of the week, though. That's crazy. We made it this far into the show with it.
Now, we always gonna have 1 or 2. I mean, honestly, if this was 2.5, I probably wouldn't touch it. Just the fact that I can get that key number of 3 and with the Lions, I mean,
it might not be there, so I would hop on it while you can. It's already a -118. I would not be shocked if that moved because there's probably gonna be a lot of people. I mean, I'm probably gonna wait to get Ravens -2.5 at this point.
No, it's a smart.
I feel like that's just inevitable.
I do feel like the public's gonna come in hard on the Lions, which also makes me nervous. And you got the Ravens at home. Ravens are a good team, man. Can't take nothing away from them. They've been better for longer too. So if you want to take the consistency over the Lions just starting off hot, we saw what the Lions did last year. They started off 2-8 and then went on 1-7 in a row. They could do the opposite this year.
Absolutely.
Start off 7-1 and end the season 9-7, and I wouldn't be shocked.
Also, I don't know if you know, the Detroit Lions are dealing with hella running back issues right now. I don't know if you like David. For those of you who don't know, David Montgomery, I think he's for sure out. Jahmyr Gibbs looks like he's tracking towards playing, but he's still questionable. Craig Reynolds might be out. I mean, if Jahmyr Gibbs doesn't play, they're looking at like third string, fourth string, fifth string running backs in this game, which for a Detroit team that relies heavy on the run, that could be an issue. But at the same time, like you said, that defense is Studley. So, and Jared Goff is playing like a baller. So shout out my boy.
Now you're making me nervous, but I'm on the Lions.
I mean, I could say all this and the Ravens lose by 30. It's the NFL.
No, I
Who the hell
know.
knows?
Yeah, nobody knows. It's not like we're fortune tellers, but you're just making great points.
I wish, man.
You're just making great points. All we can do is take history and guess what the hell we think gonna happen.
Pretty much.
It's funny to me when people act like they know what's gonna happen in sports gambling. Nothing's guaranteed in this world. You just try to win more than you lose. But I saw a few videos yesterday of dudes with like the most emphatic, like definite New Orleans Saints money line is gonna win, and I'm like, bro, y'all ain't watched the Saints play, bro. That's your problem.
Right. There's one guaranteed bet last night, and that's Derek Carr's rushing over. Half a yard, my boy. Woo!
He got that thing on the first drive looking like Vic on the sideline.
You know what the best part too? No, honestly, I just want to talk about that. I was so happy about it. I'm like, damn, the only way this is my thought process. I saw it a half a yard before I sent it to you. I'm like, man, the only way this loses is if they're in victory formation. He has to take a knee and only has 3 rushing yards. I'm taking this and just smile. I'm like, I ain't gonna be in victory formation. Who am I kidding? Give me that. Literally, that's my thought process. I ain't gonna be in victory formation. I'm gonna be all right. No, just hammered it, and yeah, I ended up getting like 13 or 20 or whatever. So shout out, man.
And the judge,
the book's tweaked on that one.
Message. Oh my goodness, victory formation.
Yeah, and then I text you. I'm like, man, look how low this shit is.
Nah, I should have took it with you, bro. I should have took it with you, man.
No. And those of you who don't know, because I'm not going to call out who it was. They actually did not know the rule this, and I was shocked. In the NFL, rushing yards do not count towards sacks. That's only the college rules. So, yeah, if he rushes for 3 yards and then gets sacked for 15, he's still going to have 3 yards. The only way you can lose it is rushing backwards and kneeing. And for quarterbacks, they give up the sack a lot more than they give up the rushing yards. So, yeah, we don't got to talk about it too more. That's our little cave mine. We can leave that hidden. That's why I waited until about an hour in. Only the true followers will get it.
It's one of my favorite bets every week. I ain't gonna lie, I got bro. Last week I haven't even talked about it in depth. I got tore up on NFL Sunday, bro. I mean, I texted you and told you how much I lost, but Lord have mercy. About 100 of that was just strictly QB rushing.
It happened. I mean, it's good due to happen. They are going to do it every single week, but when you can get it like 3 out of 4 weeks, it's pretty nice. And it's probably good it didn't hit for you because those numbers are probably going to be lower this week now.
Man,
get an extra yard or two shoulder. Yeah. Get that big hit back.
Nah, I'm gonna have to do some diving into these props. My gold mine, bro. I hit Michael Thomas first 5 weeks over receiving yards, and not Derek Carr.
He hit it last night.
No, he needed like 12. I think he needed 12 more yards, maybe
that
11.
Sucks.
Yeah,
man. Shaheed too. Oh, we don't need to get into. We don't need to get into.
I have Rashid Shaheed too.
And you saw that drag. He was open on the drag. Carr should have hit him before he scrambled. We don't need to get into it though. There was a lot of plays that were just missed.
Carr stinks. Speaking of teams that stink, the Rams.
Matt Canada and the Steelers.
The Rams taking on the Steelers. Yeah,
they shut out the Cardinals in the second half.
That's the Cardinals. Steelers. You know what I've noticed about the Cardinals, and I kind of said this before the season. Like they're going to be a hot first half team. And then their coach and their GM is making the call like, hey, remember.
Pull it back.
I don't know what the hell you think this is, Gannon boy. But we trying to get a pick.
Have you seen The Incredibles? Huh? Have you watched The Incredibles, the Disney movie? Have you seen The Incredibles?
The original.
It's like that. Yeah, it's like that last scene with Flash where he's like winning the race. They're like,
hey.
No, literally what it is. It's like, go. Literally the Cardinals, because they're about a 50-minute team. I think they only try to win like 1 or 2 games here and there.
Yeah, I don't
No,
think
they're going to try to stay as low as they can.
No, I said before the season if they win 3 games, they'll be pissed.
Unless Kyler comes back, and then they might change it up a little bit because they've made him sound like he's going to come back, so they might be changing minds. I have no clue though.
He was
I'm
back at
confused.
practice this week.
Should be back in 2 weeks. That's the rumor. He should be back the next week or the week after.
I think
That's the rumors.
I think they're trying to get rid of him too.
That's what I thought too, but now that makes it sound like they're probably going to keep him if they're going to play him, right? That's what you would think. Assuming if they're going to put him in, that tells you like, hey, they see him as the future maybe, or they're just testing him out. If they're testing him out, that's a 51 million guaranteed if he gets hurt again. So I don't know what's going on with that situation.
I think they're willing to risk the 51 million because they've been cutting back on everything else. That's what you learned last year on the team.
That's so true. They don't got a team meeting room. They got hella money saved up.
Yeah, I think they're trying to throw Kyler Murray out there in hopes if he succeeds, great. If he plays like he's played the last 2 to 3 years, awesome. I think.
Yeah.
I honestly think the last coach, I can't remember his name, Cliff Kingsbury. I think he took a damn fall for this little Kyler Murray trash ass quarterback they got.
Probably, because I mean, Kyler was his guy technically, so.
And Kyler is trash.
I can't argue. I'm not going to say he's trash, but I ain't going to say he's the best thing I've seen since. Like he's a quarterback in the NFL. I've seen some highlight plays. He can.
Hey, yeah. Pittsburgh Steelers +3 taking on the Rams.
We'll talk about him in a minute.
Pittsburgh Steelers +3. That's my bet. I'm on the Steelers +3 against the Rams. Over under is 43 and a hook. I think the Steelers win this game outright, coming off of a bye week. I think the Rams struggle against this defense to put up points.
Give me the Rams -3. I'm on the Rams because I think the Pittsburgh Steelers fucking stink. No, honestly, I'm just on the Rams because because Pittsburgh kind of stinks. The Rams have been playing better, and with that boy Cooper Kupp back, this is a whole different offense. The one thing that scares me is, I mean, first off, it's impossible to run the ball against the Steelers. It feels like sometimes, and they're going to be without Kyron Williams to like week 11. Ronnie Rivers is going to be out till week 4. So they're starting a guy who has like 4 career carries, and it sounds like they're going to play like 15 other running backs behind him. So that's the only thing that scares me. But other than that, I'm going to ride the Cooper Kupp Matt Stafford connection because they have been elite since he came back, and Puka Nacua should be a little bit better as well.
Hey, I ain't mad.
I just don't trust Pittsburgh, man. Especially Pittsburgh with Matt Canada on offense. I feel like he's going to find a way to scheme all these halfback draws right to Aaron Donald's side, or he's going to slide the protection away from Aaron Donald. He's going to do something dumb.
Hey, man. I can't even take Matt Canada's side, but I think the Steelers are a lot better than people give them credit to be. We watched them in a few games
because their offense,
just on their defense alone.
Yeah, their defense. It sucks that their offense is as bad as it is because their defense is pretty good. They're just wasting it with the bad offense. Sounds like another team we talked about in the intro.
Nah, man. I could cry. The Arizona Cardinals. It's crazy, man. So that's 2 games we head to head on. You got the Ravens. I got the Lions. You got the Rams. I got the Steelers. Cardinals +7.5. Total set at 44 and a hook. Seahawks home favorites by more than a touchdown. It's hard not to go Seahawks here. I'm staying away from this game. If anything, I might touch the over 44.5. Cardinals have been putting up points. And the Seahawks, even though they struggled against the Bengals, I think the Seahawks are better offensively than we give them credit for.
You can basically move on from this game. Literally, the only thing that they had against from the Bengals that they did wrong was they just didn't finish drives. They got muddied up in the red zone a little bit. They're able to finish drives. That game looks a little bit different.
Yeah.
Everything you said was perfect. 7 feels a little too big. I'm not going to take it, but I wouldn't mind the over. But I'm not going to be on that personally. I don't think, but I don't mind it. So it's just going to be a little watch and see.
Hell yeah. This number feels way too big for me. You got the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Los Angeles Chargers. Chiefs at home, favorites of 5.5. I think this should be more like 3.5. Total set at 47, and the hook, I think that is right on the money. Going to stay away from that as well. I can see this game being 20-17. Chiefs winning it barely. 5.5 just feels way too big for me to back these Chiefs, especially after what we've seen this season of them being incompetent on the offensive side. Also, the Chargers, Justin Herbert, getting a lot of slack this year, and I don't think it's his fault, but the Chargers not playing up to the standards we've been waiting for. I feel like it's been 2 or 3 years we've been waiting on the Chargers to take that step to be an 11-12 win team, and they have not taken that step yet.
Just can't. And I partially it's because of head coaching, but I'm not. I don't need to bash Staley on every show I go on, and every show I do. I mean, it's been almost like 2.5 weeks now. I've brought up that dude. I'm still pissed at him about Monday night, man. But we don't need to talk about it. I'm away from this game as well. A little too big. Might live bet the Chiefs at some point just because I have no faith that the Chargers are going to win this game. Honestly, it sucks. I want to vote for Herbert. Their offense is insane. They're all really good. It's just their coach is crazy. Coaching and defense is killing them. Oh, that's crazy. Their head coach is the defensive coordinator. That's wild. That's crazy, huh? Crazy how that works, huh? They're supposed to have this really amazing defense. I mean, they get 6 sacks against the Cowboys, but when it matters most, it's just first down, second down, third down, first down, second down, third down, first down, second down, third down, first down, second down, third down. Oh, shit, there's a minute and a half left. Now Herbert threw a pick and the game's over. Oh, it's crazy. They just milked 7 minutes in the last possession. Yeah, I'm over this Chargers team, man. I'm about sick of their ass. Anytime I root for them, I just get pissed off. It's not even fun anymore, honestly. Like, it's no jokes aside. Like, it's just at this point, I'm just irritated with it. It's irritating, man.
Nah, I mean, he was supposed to be the next Burrow, the next this, the next that, the exciting golden boy, Josh Allen Jr., and he just looks like a lost kid out there.
I mean, he's going through he's a new offensive coordinator. I mean, he's on it. I just don't know if it's like, at this point, it sucks. It's one of the situations. I don't know if it's him. Like, I know he has a talent, but is it him just not like getting put in the right situation, or is it just him not being able to capitalize at this point? It sucks. We're never going to be able to tell because everyone's just going to blame the defense and Staley until he's gone. And who knows? That organization isn't the most as well, so we don't know if they're going to get rid of him anytime soon.
Nah, I mean, I don't think Phillip Rivers was the greatest, but we watched what he did. They did to Phillip Rivers for 20 years.
Man, couldn't get him a playoff game pretty much.
Yeah. And
sickening,
that was
dude.
Back when that division was pretty weak. I mean, Chiefs just started getting good with your boy, the coach Reed, last decade.
I mean, Phillip Rivers took Frank Reich to the playoffs, people. Frank Reich. Yes, that guy made the playoffs because of Phillip Rivers, and the Chargers couldn't figure it out. It is crazy. Crazy.
All right, the last afternoon game. Snooze Fest, am I right? Green Bay Packers.
We have to talk about it.
-1.5 on the road, taking on the Denver Broncos. Total set at 45. This will probably be the last time I think about this game ever in my life. So I have nothing on it.
I don't either, man. I'm beyond pissed off at the Packers with what they've done to me lately. Like, I just have no faith or no trust in this team at all. When it comes to the Broncos, I just don't want to hate myself and bet on them. So I'm just going to stay away. There's the only thing I might take this game is an Aaron Jones touchdown. He is going to be a big part of the Packers maybe having some success, but oh my Lord, man. This is basically what is the name of the title of the game every week that we talk about? Like the Poop Bowl? What do we say it is? The game that you just shouldn't avoid, like the plague game of the week, whatever we call it. This is that game of the week.
Yeah.
Like the hate yourself. If you hate yourself, bet this game of the week is the Packers Broncos. Unless you're the fans of those teams, then I understand it. But past that, yeah. If you're a Broncos or Packers fan, I don't know what you see in this game. Maybe you see something I don't, but I hate both these teams.
Is it the thing that pisses me off? I don't trust either of these teams, like you just said, but I keep staring at this money line of -112 on the Packers, and I think to myself, no way the Broncos get their first win.
They shouldn't win this game. The Broncos shouldn't win this game, but that's what makes it even worse is that there's a lot of games the Packers shouldn't have lost, and they found ways to lose them. That's what it's Jordan Love. Honestly, at the end of the day, it comes down to Jordan Love and their coach. I just don't know if that combination, it's very clear they're going to have growing pains. I mean, he has just been inconsistent as a mug, but I don't know, man. I would lean, if I'm going to bet this game, I definitely would probably take Packers, but they've burnt me so much this year already that it's just, I need to, anytime I touch them, I just get PTSD, and it's like my hand burns. It's like, I can't do it. It's like my wrist hurts. I try to place the bet. My wrist hurts. My bank account gets locked. I mean, there's something bad that happens every time I try to bet this game, so I just can't do it. You can't do it, as you like to say.
You can't do it. Man. 2 primetime games. Actually kind of interesting this week.
It should be good.
Yeah. I'm excited about the Sunday night one for sure. You got the Dolphins on the road going to Philadelphia, +2.5. Eagles coming off of a loss to the Jets. Everybody's all week, the media line has been, is Jalen Hurts overrated? Are the Eagles overrated? Do the Eagles stink? Miami Dolphins about to prove everybody wrong. I believe the Dolphins lose this game big, just like they lost to the Bills big. I think the Dolphins are a big fish, excuse the pun, in a small pond, and anytime they go to a bigger pond, they become these small fish. And I think the Dolphins lose this game big. I think you're looking at an Eagles team, Super Bowl contending team, or I think the Dolphins are more of a wild card, first round exit team. I think Philadelphia on the defensive line controls this game. I think the defense controls this game. Um, I do think the Dolphins put up some points. I still think this total is a little big. We've seen the Eagles struggle on offense. We've seen Hurt struggle specifically. So I think this game comes down to both defenses. I'll take the Eagles minus 2.5 if I had to bet this game. Haven't yet. I'm sure come Sunday night, whether I'm up or down, I'll find a reason to jump on this game and jump on the Eagles minus 2.5.
Man, I feel like I was just at church. I got scripture read to me. I couldn't say it better myself. No, honestly, I'm on the Eagles minus 2.5 as well. The big thing that's killed the Dolphins is interior pressure, and you mentioned it. The Eagles D-line is going to probably cause a little bit of havoc. Tua, his issues have been when people come up the middle this year and like are in his face. When people come on his face this year, it's been the issue for him.
Whoa.
Hey, I know. I was trying to see how long it take you to catch it now. But no, the issue is pressure in his face. Honestly, I think that's going to be a big issue to hinder. This is a good welterweight bout. Honestly, so I would expect. Man, I'm with the Eagles minus 2.5. I just think the Dolphins are gonna. It could be a close game, but I think the Dolphins are gonna lose this game as well. And I think this is just another step for the Dolphins, where it's like, all right, we played the Bills. The Bills beat us bad. It's like, okay, now we lost to a former Super Bowl, I guess, contender. Lose to them, it's like, all right, now we can like get a little bit of like a, what is the word? They basically can understand themselves a little bit better.
Yeah, get a good gauge.
I guess is the way to put it. Like they finally good gauge. They get a good gauge themselves. Like, all right, this is what we need to do in the big games. This is how we can protect Tua in the interior. And I think they build towards it. And then eventually they're going to beat Buffalo towards the end of the year. And that might be for the division. But yeah, I just think early on, I love McDaniels though. That's the only thing that sucks. I love both these coaches, man. They have two good coaches. This is good. This is gonna be a great game, man.
Yeah.
Like I hopefully am happy either way this game ends. It should be hopefully a little bit of a shootout too if the Eagles don't decide to sit on the ball and run nine play possessions for 15 yards. That's the only thing that scares me about this game. Yeah, the Eagles are gonna have a 9-play, 15-minute drive that just eats up like a whole 2 or 3 possessions.
No, I can definitely see the Eagles going 8 minutes, score a touchdown. Dolphins go quick 3 and out. Eagles take it again, another 8 minutes. Next thing you know, we're halfway through the second quarter, 14-0. Dolphins only threw 3 plays, and I can.
That's how you beat the Eagles. You don't let them run the ball.
Yeah, and I don't see the Dolphins defense stopping the run. We watched Jalen Hurts literally win the game for the Jets last season with 3 interceptions. I think he's a lot more careful with it. I think the play calling is a lot more careful. I think they just jam the run game all game. I think they bleed the clock in the first half and the second half. I think this explosive Miami offense gets maybe 5 or 6 possessions all game.
Yeah, that's the only fear is that they just because they play so fast, it might hurt to the detriment. But regardless, this is going to be a great game. Regardless, I'm very excited to see it. But yeah, that's my one fear is the Eagles are just going to make everybody mad and sit on the ball for forever because that is a key to their success. Is effective running.
Yeah, I mean, they trash otherwise. The 49ers taking on the Vikings. This is my best bet of the weekend. I wish it was I could bet it twice. Wait, I can. 49ers taking on the Vikings. Vikings at home, +7. The total here is set at 44. That is my favorite play of the week. 49ers, Vikings, over 44. I might take it a third damn time. Every time I look at it, I want to take it. I want to take it right now just looking at it. I took it twice yesterday. 49ers, Vikings over 44. I'm stamping that thing. Niners win big. I think they win 44-10. Get the over damn near on themselves.
The nice thing is,
my bad. Christian
keep
McCaffrey.
going.
I think he's going to play. Wasn't in practice yesterday, but I still think he's going to play. Might be on a limited snap count if you're a prop guy. But I definitely think he gets in there. And I think they find a way to get him his touchdown to keep the streak alive. But I don't think he's going to get 20, 25 carries like usual. But I still think the 49ers dog this Vikings team without Justin Jefferson and a primetime Kirk Cousins looking like he's looking through his ear hole instead of his visor.
Yeah, I feel you there. I'm going to be on the 49ers -7 for a lot of similar situations. There is no Justin Jefferson as well for a while. So that's a big loss for the Vikings offense. I mean, the nice thing is about this over is that the 49ers can easily score 30 or 40 themselves. So that is a very plus thing because there is a small world where, or I guess there's a realistic chance, honestly, that the 49ers defense just smothers Kirk Cousins with pressure and everything. So that is one fear of mine when it comes to your over. But other than that, like I truly do love the over. I think it's a decent, really good play here, especially with this 49ers team. And yeah, I'm with you. Give me the -7. I think they bounce back. Give me Christian McCaffrey score a touchdown. I give it out anytime it's under -200. I mean, he is the thing that makes their offense go. Like it can go regardless, but it's just basically that one boost. Like you need, it's the extra boost you needed to give you the extra little punch through. Because I mean, like their offense might be an A, but with Christian McCaffrey, it's an A plus because he is just that much of a pivotal asset. When you can get a running back that can do what he does, I mean, that boy takes punishment. He just gets up like a robot, turns back, and goes to the huddle, gets the ball, runs up, just goes back to the huddle. Like the fact that he's even hurt is like, it's wild. You don't like, and he's probably going to play. Yeah, like you said, he's not going to get all the snaps in the world, but he's going to get just enough to manage. Give me the -7. I think the 49ers win here. I'm with you.
Yeah, and to your point, I think them smothering Kirk Cousins is going to lead to a few turnovers, a few short fields for the offense. I think it'll help the 49ers put up 44 points on their own. I can see Kirk Cousins just blindly just getting the ball out of his hands because he's about to get sandwiched, and the 49ers start 3 or 4 drives on the other side of the 50. The short
that defense is just so fun to watch. 49ers defense is just so fun to watch.
Yeah, and they about to just, they probably licking their lips right now just thinking about Kirk Cousins, like Thanksgiving dinner. Like, boy, I cannot wait till next Thursday. They cannot wait till Monday.
Like, wait. This game's on prime time? This game's on prime time?
Time to show out, boys.
Like salivating at the mouth like some hungry dogs. They've been fed all week. They're ready to attack.
Yeah, man. Anything else you want to add to anything? College, NFL,
we did it all
baseball,
perfect.
Hockey.
I said, I got everything out. I'm all good, man. I got everything. I basically gave out everything I got to give. I gave you my all. Just know when you lay your head down at night, I gave you my all. Shout out Shannon, baby. That was the last episode of him and Skip when he was like crying, taking off his glasses, everything. Just know when you put your head down that pillow at night. I love it, man. So stupid.
I mean, he did, bro.
I love it.
Shannon Sharp is a damn fool,
Yeah,
bro.
hey, that boy did give it his all, man. I love him. The second he left Undisputed, I was like, yeah, that's it for me.
Yeah, I haven't watched it since. My brother Shy still watch that shit every day. But yeah, man,
Back to him, man.
2 baseball games tonight. If anybody cares, you got Verlander on the mound taking on Montgomery. -104 for the Astros on the road. Won the last 2. Trying to make it 3 in a row in Dallas. Also, you got the Phillies with C. Sanchez. I don't know who that is. Taking on the Diamondbacks, who's starting Joe Mantiply, their top reliever. Bullpen game for both of these teams. I'm guessing Diamondbacks at home +112 on the money line. I expected the Phillies to sweep. I watched last night's game, Phillies Diamondbacks. Exciting game. Ketel Marte with the walk-off single. That's how you win a ball game. Diamondbacks, you hold the Phillies somehow. Also, hats off to Brandon Fault. I meant to say this earlier in the show. Got caught up with the damn Saints. Brandon Fault pitched the damn gym last night. Career high in strikeouts, going 5-2 innings, no runs. I thought he would get slaughtered, massacred, and murdered last night on the mound. But he didn't. He held it down for the D-backs. No más. Pronto al barrera. No more need to sweep. We good, baby. Diamondbacks trying to turn it into a series tonight. I don't think it happens, though. I think I'm going to be on the Astros money line and the Philadelphia Phillies run line. I'm going to be all baseball tonight. And then over in hockey, man. Part of me wants to take both of these teams. There's only 2 games tonight. You got the Calgary, the Flames taking on Columbus Blue Jackets. Calgary Flames on the road as favorites. I think I'm going to do it. Give me the Flames on the puck line. +162.
Can't do it.
You can't do it.
Dude, I love it. That thing's hilarious. Now that I know it's a commercial, it makes it even funnier.
I'm going to send it to you. They still got them on YouTube. Some older commercial, dog. You can't do it. Also, give me the damn... I'm not going to take that one. Just give me the Calgary Flames on the puck line. The greedy guy in me wants to take the Devils on the puck line, but I'm going to leave that one alone. But give me the Calgary Flames on the puck line, +162. Astros on the money line. and Phillies on the run line as tonight's bets closer and closer and closer to college basketball. Next week, I will definitely dive in a lot more to college basketball. I know I broke down most of the conferences. Still got to get to the Pac-12, the ACC, and all the little conferences that nobody knows the names to. But yeah, man, if you have nothing else to add, thank you so much for coming. I appreciate it every week. I really do appreciate you.
Oh, no. Thank you for having me on. I appreciate coming on every week. I really do appreciate it, though. It's a lot of fun.
I appreciate you. Nah, yeah, man, it's a blast every Friday.
I appreciate you.
I'm sure the fans love it. They get both of our bets. We've been doing pretty good this season. I'll just say that.
And knock on wood, a little 9-0 for me yesterday, a little 4-0 on the give outs, a little 5-0 if you count out the show. I mean, it was a really, I'm trying to tell the people.
You murdered it, man.
Little. Doesn't happen very often, so I'll give a little pat on the back. Appreciate it.
You got to, man. You just got to. That's Jaden.
No, we're having a lot of fun with it.
Partner.
I really do appreciate you having me on. I'm having a lot of fun with it. So much fun.
And he's talking about his show. Every week, 2 or 3 episodes coming out.
About your show.
Yeah, the JC Pod on YouTube. Yesterday, he gave out the beautiful 9-0 record he's talking about on his YouTube channel, the JC Pod on YouTube. Make sure you like and subscribe and go check him out on his own platform because he does a wonderful job there as well as coming over here and doing a wonderful job. Follow him on Twitter at Jaden95Chandler. I mean, this guy knows his stuff. Thank y'all for listening. Thank you for watching. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the support. This is Captain Abaya Hook with the red beard. I'm Rowan Donaghy, a.k.a. Rowan Dives. This show is presented by Stare Down Sports. Please take all wagers at your own risk and please gamble responsibly. Dives.
I got nothing for you this week.